Vitos, Lusec, Vicos, Vinosec, Vitos, Lusec, Vicos, Vinosec, Vitos, Lusec, Vicos, Vinosec, Vitos, Lusec.
you